I'll tell you this. My daughter just started 7th grade basketball. A very wildly competitive person, but she also she doesn't give herself much grace. Her self-talk needs to be improved.
She feels like she needs to be
feels like she needs to be the best, right? But she's never played basketball. So I'm like, well, and so every day I get out of I pick her up and I said, how did the day go? Did you get 10% better? And finally, she goes, I don't know how to measure if I got 10% better. And I said, now you're asking the right question.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, does she understand where I'm going with this? And she finally asked, she goes, I don't know how to get 10% better. I said, well, how many free throws did you get? She goes, I don't know. I didn't keep track. I said, well, was it better than yesterday? And she goes, yeah. And I said, okay, but the only way you're going to actually get better is to keep track of something you want to measure. And the only way you're going to get better at bidding is to keep track of what you're not measuring. So you can't just bid and not keep track of it. We've got to bid and keep track of it and go, oh, this is what I bid for last time. Let me adjust. And figure out where that sweet spot is. Figure out you can't track what you don't keep track of. There's no reason to even, like, well, the hell with it. I got better than I was yesterday. Well, how do you know? You know what I mean? And so I think it's really wildly important when you're bidding, get on your computer, make a bidding folder, have an open spreadsheet for spot market loads that you're bidding on, and just put in there OD pair, equipment, weight, so that you know if it's a flatbed or hot shot. And then from there, on this date, I put that rate, right? Maybe put the states separately so you can always separate your bids and just say, okay, what I bid on California to Nebraska last week. Does that make sense? Yep. This way you're really keeping track of those spot markets, right? Now for you guys, those cats that are out there that are bidding on RFQs, right? These ones are a little more difficult, right? Sometimes you have to kind of play a little bit different of a game. It's not something that's moving right now. You need to go out and talk to some carriers. You got to work through those things. You got to have a different conversation. The negotiation, if you're calling a carrier, is going to be always high.